It's no secret that booking the wrong Universal hotel can ruin your entire vacation. Now, if you're wondering if Sapphire Falls is right for you, I'm gonna tell you what you actually need to know before you click that reserve button. This one surprised me, but in a good way. Let's get into it. So this is Sapphire Falls, and it's a 4-star resort located right here in the heart of Orlando. You can walk or take a water taxi straight over to City Walk and both parks, which already puts you ahead of most off-site hotels. Now, this whole vibe here is a Caribbean inspired. We got palm trees, bright colors, waterfalls, and music that makes you feel like you're on a vacation the second you step in. Guests staying here get early park admission, and that's one of the main draws. You'll also enjoy such perks as free Wi-Fi, complimentary merchandise delivery from the parks to your room, so you don't have to pack all that stuff around, which is great because pack all the stuff you want and wrangle up your kids. Just go ahead and let that get delivered to the room. And it's one of these perks that a lot of people don't know about and don't use. So if you're staying here at Sapphire Falls and you plan on buying a thing or two, make sure to use that perk. So let's talk about resort highlights, because this property is packed full. This property actually packs a lot for a mid-tier resort. If you're looking for someone that's in the middle of luxury and family friendly, well, you found it. The pool is massive and a zero entry lagoon with waterfalls, water slide, sandy beaches, edges that are perfect for the kids to play. The parents, mom and dad, were gonna relax poolside, let them go crazy. There's also a splash pad area. And of course, they always run poolside games that run throughout the day. Help keep the kids busy and keep you relaxing. So the Drum Club Canteen Pool Bar serves light bites. You'll find this outside the pool if you need to grab a drink or something to eat. They've got light bites, tropical drinks. You're only gonna have one of those. We're on vacation mode here, people. It's one of the better pool menus that I've seen around the different Universal hotels. That's why I put it in here. Make sure you kind of give that a check out, see if something catches your attention, and make sure you enjoy yourself on your vacation. Inside, we've got the Strong Water Tavern. This is more of like an upscale rum bar. Like I said, we got a Caribbean theme here that locals actually visit this place. It's that cool, it's that interesting, it's that unique. A huge section of great smaller dishes and a relaxed atmosphere. For a sit down, there's the Cookhouse, open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The breakfast buffet is exceptionally solid here. If you're headed to the parks early, you hit this stop, fill up, and get ready to be on your day. You always need a little something before you go to the parks. The last thing you want to do is get there, be hungry, and looking for a snack when you're trying to either hit a ride or just enjoy yourself. I definitely recommend the breakfast buffet. Now, let's talk coffee, because I'm not a morning person, so I'm gonna need some coffee, and they've got it at the New Dutch Trading Company Cafe. I'm gonna find some pastries here, some sandwiches, quick snacks, also great for the morning on the go, headed to the park, and most importantly, this is where you're gonna get your coffee at. I do enjoy the hotel room coffee because I like to chill a little bit in the morning, but if you want something a little bit more, that's where you're gonna find it the closest till you get to the park. Now, this is why your kids are actually gonna love. So for kids, this hotel is basically a mini water park. The pool has a zero entry sandbar, which is extremely unique, a fun water slide, and plenty of open space to run and play. They'll love exploring the bridges, the paths, and all around the resort. It feels adventurous, but it also feels safe, and that's the most important thing. I like to know that we're in a safe area, that if they want to play, they can play. And this is where you're going to find it. And if you're using the water taxis to get back and forth to the park, that quick boat ride across the lagoon, that's an adventure in itself. Sometimes some of my kids, that's their favorite ride of all the rides, is just a ride to the park, because it's unique, fun, and not a long wait. They like to get in and get out. It's a small thing, but families say it's a memory maker. I definitely do. So we've talked about the kids, but why are mom and dad, why are you gonna love this? Now, for adults, Sapphire Falls is a sweet spot. You get that resort feel without the super high-end price tag of Royal Pacific or the Hard Rock. Those are going to hit you harder, beat up that wallet, take something out of your pocketbook. The theming's calm. The bar scene is actually relaxing here. You can grab a drink, you can sit by the fire pit, or you can unwind by the water with the music playing. That's one of my favorite things right there. Park days are busy, they're hectic, you're doing a lot of stuff, especially if you got kids. You like to just have a place to relax, and this place hits, especially the park closes. Come back here and just enjoy yourself for a while. The pool area feels more like a private cabana than a whole resort. It runs along a quieter, more upscale rhythm than the wild crowdness that you'll find at some of the other hotels. You'll love the convenience. Early park admission, that's a huge one here. We got on-site dining if you don't want to leave, but if you do want to go explore Orlando a little bit, I've got a couple off-site eats that I like to check out in this area. I like to mix it up a little bit, give you a couple insider tips. That way, if you want to explore a little bit, you can, but you can know where to go. So stay tuned for that, because we're going to talk about that here in a minute. But right now, we got to get back to why you're going to love this place. All the while avoiding the noise and crowds of some of the cheaper family hotels. You know, some of those ones can get really crazy. You just feel like you're at the park 24/7. This one's going to be a little bit easier to relax in. So what's the cost, fees, and values of this whole experience, right? So to stay here, rooms typically run between $220 and $350 a night. Not the value super cheap in, but it gets crazier, trust me. Depending on, of course, the season and which view you want. Now, parking here for self-parking is $36 a night. We do have to pay for that, but they also have a valet option, which is only $45 a night if you don't want to be bothered with the hassle of going and running back and forth to the car. And there's no daily resort fee, which is rare for a hotel of this tier. Now, you do not get the express pass here. Sorry, that's reserved for the premium hotels, and we're not quite there yet, but trust me, we're gonna get there. Make sure you subscribe to see some of those other higher end videos. But you still get early park access and all the on-site perks, and that's a big one. So I said I had some insider food picks, and we're gonna talk about them right here, because everybody wants to know where to eat. First, stay right here. Make sure and take advantage of the Strong Water Tavern. Sometimes I send you off site, but I want to make sure you're getting the whole experience of this hotel, and this is a good place to check out. For dinner one night, it's one of the most underrated spots on Universal property. You gotta check out the amazing rum flights, the small plates, and some of the friendliest staff around. This one's not worth missing. Now, second, I'm gonna send you just right across the lagoon to City Walk. Grab a Voodoo Donuts. I absolutely love donuts. I'm always looking for the best donuts, and Voodoo Donuts is one you're gonna want to see. I get a lot of locals here that comment on my TikTok page and that say Voodoo Donuts is the best whenever I go try another donut place. So we're not kidding you when we say this is an insider tip. It's in City Walk. Check it out while you're there. Both these are a quick little snack you can grab, and you don't have to go too far out of the Universal to get them. These are places that the locals actually like to go and eat. So here's some parking and a couple little tips that you're gonna wanna know. You can pull up to the lobby for drop off when you check in. Make sure if you got a bunch of bags, if you're traveling with your family, you know, the kids got bags, the wife's got bags, the husband's got bags, you can just pull right up to the front, drop those off there, then go park the car. It's so much easier than trying to drag all that stuff through the parking lot. Trust me, I know. Now, overnight guests do have the option and the in and out privileges of the parking lot. Now, they do offer day guests, but they're gonna hit you upside the head for parking here. They're gonna, if you want to be a day guest, expect to pay around $45 for a full day of parking. Just be aware of that. Pro tip is to directly book through the Universal or Loews site to ensure that you're getting all the perks, early admission, all that stuff. Some third-party sites, you know, we don't want to make sure that they skip that detail. I've got the sites right up here. This is what you're going to be looking at. This is where you want to be going to book that stuff. I always book direct. Personally, I just find it to be the most efficient, easiest way to make sure I know what I'm getting. Now, overall, the Sapphire Falls, it hits that perfect middle ground. I'm talking resort feel family friendly, amazing pools, and solid dining here on site, all while keeping you extremely close to the parks and all the action. If you want universal convenience, but don't want the top tier express pass perks, this one's really hard to beat. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. I appreciate it. Now, I've got a couple other playlists I'm going to throw up over here. One is just universal hotel playlist. You can check out all the hotels around this area. I cover all of them around Universal in this playlist right here, so you definitely want to check that out. If you need other stuff to do around Orlando, check out the other playlist right underneath of it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Cruises, Orlando's, vacation, that's what we're all about here on Orlando Unpacked. I appreciate you so much. Drop a comment and let us know which hotel you're going to stay at and when's your next vacation.